What's happening, my ninjas? It's your boy XGS Pabbers here, and pretty much I'm playing Capture the Flag on launch today, and I was getting pretty bored of game types like TDM, Search and Destroy, all that stuff, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go in a Capture the Flag game and see what's going on. So this is actually my first ever Capture the Flag game on Blackops, and I think I do pretty well, provided, you know, I've never really played it before, and I wasn't really sure about the rules. Well, I guess I did know the rules, you know, the whole spawn delay and stuff like that, but as far as tactic goes, you know, I weren't really, as far as tactics go, I wasn't really sure, but I managed to pick up a few tips and tricks which I'm actually going to tell you guys about, and if you want to try out Capture the Flag, then hopefully you can do well. So this is definitely a team-based game. There's no way you could just go in here and you be the only good player and just be able to carry your team, because it's just not going to happen unless you, well, I guess it could, you probably could, but it's a lot easier if you have a party of people with you. So I would definitely say to you that you should pick up a party of your friends if you want to play this, because that way you've got good communication skills, you're going to know where all your teammates are, and you can, you know, call out where the enemy team is and stuff like that, and it just makes everything much easier. So I don't really get a good KDR in this, because it's not really a game where KDR is important. You know, you're there to capture the flag and get them back to your base and defend your base as well. But I'm just going to talk about my class setup actually. I'm using the AK-74U with rapid fire, and I know a lot of you are thinking, oh my god, Pabbers, you're such a noob. But I never played this game type before, so I needed to use a gun that I felt comfortable with. And I feel comfortable with this gun. And some of you are probably wondering, why the hell are you using rapid fire? Okay, I will tell you. I recently signed up for MLG, I think it was Winter Ladder, or something like that. 1v1 EU singles ladder, and I just basically just wanted to see what it was all about, see if I did any good, because I did play a little bit of 1v1 on Modern Warfare 2, but not enough to really, you know, get into it and say that, you know, I'm actually good at it. So I went in, and the first game I played, it was actually really good. I played with this really nice guy, I think he's from like Sweden or something, and it was a really fast-paced game. And the only round I can remember that we played was TDM on grid, and he ended up beating me 9-7, which wasn't really too bad for my first game. You know, I was quite impressed by that. And he ended up beating me on the other games, and then I went into another game, and the guy invited me to party chat, and I was like, okay then. And the first game that we played was Nuketown on TDM, and this guy obviously knew what he was doing. You know, he was spawn killing me, and then I'd spawn again, and then I'd just find a grenade landing right in front of my feet, and I was just like, what the hell? So I started to play more defensively, not camping, but just, you know, looking out for him. Wasn't just like sitting in the buildings or whatever, but I wasn't rushing around as much as I did, because I knew that this guy's going to know where I am, and I'm just going to lose. So I started beating him, and then he just started shouting abuse to me in the party chat. He was like, oh, you fucking camper and all this stuff, and I was like, what? I was like, you know, I'm not camping. Like, that is not why I go into MLG. You know, I want to have a nice fast-paced game and get the adrenaline going and all that stuff. And he kept calling me camper and swearing and stuff at me, and obviously I couldn't leave the party chat yet because I was in dedication mode and I was sweating it out. So I beat him on that game, and then I left the party chat, excuse me, and the next game that we played was TDM on Summit. And so basically we started the game, and Summit's quite a big map, and I'm running around looking for this guy, and I just can't find him anywhere. I'm just like, what the hell? And I was like looking back to make sure he was actually still in the game, because I really could not find him. I spent about 3 good minutes trying to look for him, and then finally I found him just lying on the floor sitting in this room, and he kills me. And I look at the kill cam, and he literally was just sat there not moving, and I was like, okay, fine, you know, whatever. It didn't really bug me that much. And I started running around again, looking everywhere, all in these little rooms and stuff, and I could not find him. And about 5 minutes went of me literally running around like a headless chicken trying to look for this guy, and I just could not find him anywhere. So I run back to the very tiniest corner of the map, and there he is. He's been lying down there for that whole 5 minutes that I was running around. And you know, maybe this is how MLG 1v1 ladder is supposed to be played, but you know, that's really not my thing. I did think, you know, that it would be a really good even match and you be running around all the time and, you know, loads of action going on, but you know, that happened a lot of times. You know, I was playing with guys and I'd probably beat them in the first round, and then in the second round they get 1 kill on me, and then they just sit in the corner for the whole game. So, you know, that might be how it's supposed to be played, but that's not how I would like to play it. So, that was quite annoying. I also picked up using rapid fire from there, because when I was using the AK-74U and a lot of other people using the AK-74U, I was actually being outgunned in a 1v1 situation, and I was like, you know, why does this keep happening? Even when I got the first shot off, I just kept getting killed. And then I asked this guy, I think I might have picked up his gun, and I saw that he was using rapid fire. And after I picked up his gun, I managed to kill him about 4 times in a row, just for the fact that the gun had a better fire rate, so I was getting out more bullets into him, even if I didn't get the first shot off on him. So I started using that setup in a normal game lobby, I guess you could call it, and I found that it was working well to my advantage. So I decided to keep it on, because even if you don't get the first shot off, you've got that extra fire rate to kind of even yourself out, because if he's got the first shot off, then you're at a disadvantage, but putting the rapid fire on then allows you to kind of equal this equation out, because you may not have the first shot off, but you're going to be able to be firing out a lot more bullets than he is, which I think is really great, especially in Capture the Flag, because it can mean the difference between your team winning or your team losing. Because if you think about it, say there's 30 seconds to go, this is just hypothetically speaking, you've got 30 seconds to go and you're running back and you've got the flag, and you know, say you've got spy plane up, someone camping right by your flag, and you're running up and you see him on the radar, and then your spy plane goes, so you're not too sure where he is, but you know he's going to be around there. You run in and you start shooting at the guy, so you've got the first shot off. This is only if you've got spy plane off, and you'll be able to kill him. But if you don't have spy plane and you're running around and the guy's maybe just waiting there sitting in the corner, he'll most probably get the first shot off if you don't have UAV on, because he's just going to be waiting for you, and it's not going to be expected that he's going to be there. So he's going to be at the advantage by getting the first shot off. But with rapid fire, like I said, you balance this equation, and you can pop more bullets into his ass and hopefully drop his ass down, and then you can put your flag in and win you the game. So it is quite an important, well, for me, I think it's a really useful attachment to be using, but you know, some people might find that they don't like that. But anyway, you know, if you have something else that works for you, that's perfectly fine, you use that. I'm just saying you out of my own experience what I find better. Now my perks I'm using is, I got Lightweight Pro, and I'm more of a attacking player, so I like to rush into the spawn and try and pick up some kills. And also, it's good if the enemy have the flag, which if I've got lightweight, I'll be moving faster, so that means I'll be able to catch up with them and hopefully take them down and return my flag or whatever. Also, I've got sleight of hand on, haven't quite got the pro yet, but anyway, I've got this because as I've got the rapid fire attachment on, I'm going to be shooting out a lot more bullets, and I'm going to be using up my clip a lot quicker. So one, I'm going to need to reload more, and 2, I'm probably going to need to reload more often depending on, you know, my accuracy, how many shots it takes to kill someone. But in general, I will most probably be reloading more often. I'm also using Marathon because this is great when you've got the flag and running it back to the flag point, because it allows you just to keep going and never stop. Run like Forrest Gump all the way back to your flag point. And I find that really useful in this game type. My equipment, or is it a lethal? Yeah, I think it's lethal I'm using, is Claymore. Because if you've got the flag and you're running, you know, from their flag point to yours, someone might have seen you and be chasing you, but not be able to catch up with you. So a good thing to do is put a Claymore on your route back to your capture point, because more than like 9 times out of 10 someone is going to follow you, and if you can get an enemy out of the game, that's going to give your team the upper hand, and also it's going to give you a better chance? Oh, what happened there? A better chance of getting back to your flag point. My what is it called? Equipment. Yeah, my equipment is the concussions. Now, this is because if you see your enemy and they've got your flag, you might not be able to shoot them because you might be too far away. And please, 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 if you do see your enemy and they're too far away, don't randomly start shooting. If you know that there's no way that you're going to be able to kill them, do not just start randomly shooting, because 1, you're going to give your position away, and that means that you'll most probably die, and then you've got to deal with the respawn delay, and 2, you're probably just going to end up wasting your bullets, which could be vitally important. If you chase after them, you know, they might turn around and then you've got half a clip, they've got a whole clip, and then you could potentially have lost your team the game. So what I suggest you do is chuck the concussion, slow the enemy down, run in closer, and make sure you're in a position where you know that you're going to be able to take the enemy down. Now this game we win 2-0. Pretty nice game there. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you enjoy this kind of commentary where I give you tips and stuff, then make sure you leave a comment in the section below saying that. Thanks again, guys. Love you lots. Bye.